Good morning. My name is Miranda Petersen. I'm the Policy Director at Protect Our Defenders. I'd like to start by recognizing the incredible work of Human Rights Watch in shining a light on this pervasive and devastating issue. We've been really honored to work with them on this report. I'd also like to acknowledge all of the survivors, both who are here today and who contributed to the report, for demonstrating so much strength in sharing their stories of retaliation and reprisal. This report exposes the grave reality for the majority of survivors of rape and sexual assault in the military. Retaliation is the norm, and it's often severe. Superiors either look the other way or they're engaging in retaliation as well. This report affirms what we see daily through our pro bono network, which is that service members who face retaliation have nowhere within the system to turn and know that most likely no one's going to be held accountable. This leaves survivors with two practical options. You can either suffer in silence or you can leave the military that you love. Last year, as you heard, according to the Pentagon's own numbers, 62% of victims who reported their assaults experienced retaliation, and that's a number that has gone unchanged over the past 2 years. You would think that these numbers would be raising alarm and would result in effective action from military leaders, but instead, the Pentagon seems intent on downplaying the severity of this problem and discrediting victims. By labeling reports of retaliation as perceptions or perceived retaliation, the Pentagon is insinuating that victims are too sensitive to accurately interpret their own environment, and that what's being reported as retaliation is actually exaggerated responses to harmless behavior, such as not being invited to parties or being unfriended on Facebook. This approach is shameful, it's offensive, and it minimizes the extreme harassment and abuse that so many survivors are facing every day. Contrary to the Pentagon's portrayal, this is not about hurt feelings. As the Human Rights Watch report shows, this is about survivors who are facing relentless harassment and isolation from both their peers and superiors, and it's going unchecked. It's about being assigned menial tasks by supervisors, like picking up garbage after you report your assault. It's like suddenly receiving a downgraded performance report and ending a promising career. It's about being charged with minor offenses that were only revealed as a result of reporting your rape, or being misdiagnosed with a personality disorder as a way of getting rid of you. This is what retaliation really looks like, and it's life-destroying. In refusing to acknowledge the true nature of this problem and failing to hold bad actors accountable, the Pentagon is tacitly sanctioning the ongoing harassment and abuse of survivors who have already suffered so much from their assaults. Survivors frequently tell us that while the actual assault was devastating, the betrayal of a corrupt system and retaliation by both coworkers and commanders is even more traumatic. The Pentagon must take the energy currently being spent opposing reforms and dismissing retaliation and begin taking steps to prevent assault and to protect and respect survivors of sexual assault. It's time for our military to implement a transparent and professional justice system and to hold those who make the environment a hostile place for victims of rape and sexual assault to account. And we hope that the President will take action to support this and to have the backs of survivors. Thank you.